Yeah, I mean, one of Keegan Klein's friends said he was in the dark web and cryptocurrency shit
All
like
right,
that. So maybe there was
folks.
some place
Yeah,
where
Everybody's wondering who is Bridge Guy. Well, if my theory is correct, one of them is Chadwell. The guy coming down the bridge, the way he moves, his gait, the footage we have of Chadwell in prison is the same gait. His voice, my opinion, is on the recording. Case closed. Sorry, Gray Hughes. Sorry, Gray. You're a good channel, bud. He's one of them. All right. That guy walking down the bridge right there. The gait that we have with Chadwell, from what I could see, is a match. The voice is definitely sounds like Chadwell to me. But that's me listening to his voice many, many times. Listening to the bridge voice, and then listening to Chadwell's videos that he had out on YouTube or Instagram or whatever it was. The way he phrases his words are way too similar. The voice pitch is right. Now, here's the thing. They have DNA. Okay. So the big thing on this is, was it a setup? Meaning the girls were already killed, or they already had the girls in a contained area or whatever, where they had them, where they weren't going to run away or whatever. And they knew that she had a phone, took the phone, went back up on the hill to record whoever was coming down the bridge, and then went back, did the killings, or possibly the girls were already killed and he dropped the phone there. I don't know, but I'm going with more as the guy walking down the bridge is Chadwell. If you look at the way he's walking, his gait, it does match up. But there's also one other guy that has that same description. And, well, that's iffy yet. But here's the thing. There was many involved in it, I believe. There had to be. That terrain. No, I'm going off not looking at any crime scene photos, meaning I don't know the way the girls were dead. I don't even know if the girls crossed the river. We're not sure until we see the proof. And the proof is the pants would be soaking wet. It was February, snow melt, downriver. The river probably was very cold and higher than what it usually is. So I imagine them girls, their feet at least had to be wet. Even if they crossed in a real shallow place, their shoes would have been soaking wet, their feet would have been wet, and their pants would have been wet. So that's part of the case we haven't seen yet. We don't know that. I believe it's Chadwell and some other guy. That's what I believe. Maybe the government's a little bit quicker than most. Maybe the government's been putting out leads or hints, you know. And some people just haven't been picking up on it. Much like you guys remember watching that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Some people seen the signs and went to an area because they seen the signs, and picked up on it, and put two to two together and went to a certain place. This is much like that. The police were giving information out. We're watching these guys all the time. They're right in front of our face. There was more than one. I think the police know that once they got phones and information, that it turned into a big ring. You know, now, like I said, they have DNA. We have Chadwell, we have Kurt, we have Keegan Klein. There's here's the thing. People are going to be like, oh, well, they're onto the case. We'll never get their gait because they'll change their gait. This might be true. A gait is the way someone walks, the swagger that they walk. This might be true, but here's the thing. When we picked these guys up, they had no idea that they were suspects in a double murder. So they were probably acting natural, walking natural, acting like nothing, hey, no big deal. And that'll be the same way that guy was walking down the bridge. So when they picked these guys up and brought them down and walked them in through the police department, which probably everything is filmed, even in the prisons, sooner or later they're going to feel relaxed and we're going to get that gait that we're looking for in the walk. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, there's missing things in there. Maybe so. They might be right. There was missing railroad ties or whatever. But there's enough there. And you know what? You're only seeing a little bit of that. There's 30 some minutes of the video or recording from what I heard, 30 minutes. I don't know if that's true, but there was 30 minutes of that video or 20 something minutes of that video and recording. We're only seeing a piece of it. That's it. They haven't released the whole thing, the whole video or the recording. So we're only seeing a second of the video, which is moving video, which that's why it's blurry. But really, in real life, if they actually have video of him, then that means he got close to the girls. That means the video was more clear. That means he came up on them and she must have had the camera going and he stopped and said, whatever, you know, ladies, we got to get off the bridge or whatever, you know. That means there would have been clear photo and clear. There's more to that recording than we're hearing. That's all I can say. But the gait, the stance, the height does match Chadwell. The voice matches Chadwell. That's if somebody didn't try and set Chadwell up. Chadwell could have been innocent. The girls could have already been dead. Someone picked up the phone, ran to the hill, recorded Chadwell coming down. That they're saying that film could have been taken earlier from another day. We don't know because we don't have the proof. We're only going on hearsay. Nothing proven. We have no idea if them girls ever crossed the river. We have no idea what's on that recording or video or whatever it was. You know, my opinion, it sounds like Chadwell on the recording. One of the guys. The other one, I'm not too sure of. I don't know if that's Chadwell. Part of that recording is Chadwell, but I'm hearing something else in the beginning of that video or that recording. I'm hearing a different voice. And if you notice, it gets clear when the guy says down the hill. So something's up there. We need that whole video released. I'm going off a hunch, and I'm saying Chadwell. Chadwell was known to be there. He was known gang member, club member. And he was caught with a 9-year-old in his basement. He was homeless at the time of the murders, and he does know a lot of the guys around there in social media, and I wouldn't doubt it if they were all connected. I wouldn't doubt it if he knew, if he probably knew Keegan Klein. He probably knew a lot of the guys that were running around down there, and you know, what Chadwell have? Pit bulls. What Keegan Klein have? Pit bulls, dogs. What did even Michael Catt had a dog. Now I'm not saying it was Michael Catt. I don't see that. But there was people out there that made videos saying that they thought Michael Catt was a suspect. And Michael Catt even said that he was questioned by the police on it. Do I think it was Michael? No. That did the killings? No. I think all these guys are connected through social media, through these crime videos. That's what I'm thinking. Uh, it very well could have been a setup. It could have been a revenge killing. It could have been somebody ratted on somebody, or it could have been one guy got caught, and before uh, people knew it, it got out of hand, and they didn't want to get caught, so I don't know. Then again, there's a video out there saying one of the girls were pregnant. I don't know. I got a hunch something went bad. And I'm not taking anything off the table. If it comes out that one of the girls was being abused, I wouldn't doubt it. The world we live in today, it's very, very possible. But I'm thinking it's probably Chadwell and probably some of his buddies in that area that he knows. He could have had something against, one of these YouTube guys or something. He could have knew Sean Harmon. That's all messed up with the heroin and drugs and all this stuff or whatever. He could have known Anthony Greeno. I don't know. There's a reason Greeno's phone got taken. And here's the thing. I seen an interview where they tracked one of the iPads to a guy, and they took the iPad from him and said that iPad was stolen and used, or wasn't stolen, was used for illegal stuff, with child stuff or whatever, photos. They took the iPad from the guy. The guy had nothing to do with it. He said, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know. I bought the computer and whatever, or iPad or whatever it was. Some guy was selling them. He bought them. The story checked out through the authorities. The authorities took the iPad from the guy, took the information off of it, and gave the guy the iPad back, or asked the guy, do you want the iPad back? We're done with it. We got the information off of it. And he said it was relatively fast, but yet they took Anthony Greeno's phone and they refused to give it back to him. That means something's up. Something's up. And do I hate Anthony Greeno? No. I've watched his videos. Do I have anything against him? No. I don't know the dude. You got to know somebody to have something against him. The guy had to do something to me for me to have a problem with him, So that's something right there. It's been a while since they had his phone. They refused to give it back to him. He says the killer called him. Do I know that to be a fact? No, I don't know that to be a fact. It might be something other than that. I don't know. Am I trying to damage his career or anything? No. They've already come out and made these videos themselves. You know, we're just repeating what they've already come out in a minute. He said on video they took his phone. They won't give it back to him. You know, he even said on video that he was wanted or whatever. You know, I don't know. He could be making the whole story up. He could be the cause of it, but actually didn't do the killings. We don't know. But I'm saying Chadwell is on that recording. That is his voice. One of the voices. The second voice that you hear, I believe to be Chadwell's. The first voice, I don't know. I got to hear it more. It's too dirty. It's crackling and popping, which is getting to me. I'm wondering what, I'm wondering, is it reel to reel tape? Excuse me. You get that a lot with recording music on reel to reel tape, what professional studios use. You get that cracking, popping, hiss noise, whatever it is. But they're saying that's her putting it in there in her pocket, possibly. I don't know. I'd have to hear it more. But I'm saying second voice, Chadwell. If that tape was not edited, if that recording wasn't, we don't. There's the thing. We don't have all the evidence. We don't have the full 20 something minutes of the video or 30 minutes of the recording and video, because the police said it was too gory for anyone to listen to. And I understand that. But in order for the citizens to know exactly what happened, or an investigator, a true investigator, you would have to listen to that recording and you would have to watch it. And then you would have to look at the crime scene photos and the bodies, the way they were staged. I'm thinking it's a big ring. Why are these girls coming up staged the same way? It ain't making sense. Similar in each other. Maybe a little bit of a difference, but similar. Down the road somewhere, there's a similarity. You know, I don't know. Are we dealing with a bunch of guys that tried to pull off a Zodiac thing to make it look like it was one guy, but actually, in reality, it was many. The police would have never questioned any of these people. Why are these people that made these videos even bringing up people's names? Now, I even heard that once I found out that actually these people that are investigating the case and have true crime case channels and are around police all the time and have connections and everything are actually suspects in the case, or their names were brought up as suspects by the authorities, and yet not every one of them have been gone through. So what are we looking at? I don't know. Be safe, people. This is why nobody trusts the police. This is why nobody believes these crime channels. This is why a lot of people are saying they're all connected. They all communicate with each other. They all, whether it be through social media, whatever, it's a big gang of them. Yeah, and some of us sit back and go, "It's YouTube." You know, it. What do you mean, gang? It's YouTube, the YouTube mob. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? We survived the '80s in the streets of Chicago and the '70s and everything, and we got to put up with this stuff on YouTube. Madness, pure madness. Actual people that were watching that are actually suspects in the case, not by just somebody making a video, by actual authorities saying, well, yeah, there's been tips that these people are, you know, and I watched these dudes for many years, and they're their little nicks and necks and their little, nah, something ain't up. He's acting different today. Something ain't right. Something, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are we leaning towards maybe it was Sean Harmon's dad? Well, I can tell you this much. He didn't do it himself. Okay, if it was, maybe he did have a part in it. Maybe he did. Maybe it's true what they say about Sean Harmon. I don't know. I don't know these guys. I don't hang around with people that go out and slaughter little girls or women. I kind of am affectionate towards women. I can't. Goddamn Bandeo. Somebody find out if he is a man or a woman, please. Oh, it's Valium FM. Valium FM, how you doing? You're welcome, sir, to hang out. I'm talking about a case. But my beliefs is Chadwell. Now they want me to call, they want me to do anything. I shouldn't have to. This ain't 1930 and Keystone Coppers. I should take my opinion and be able to put it on YouTube. And if an authority sees it and says he's onto something, use that as we're going with Chadwell, or we're going with Keegan Klein or whatever it is. Want me to call into a supposedly corrupt police force. Yeah, this was the dudes that do it. This is my opinion on it. I've been studying the case. Yeah. Where you live? What do you mean? I ain't dumb. I'm sure Homeland's watching this, and Pentagon, and probably 4 or 5 branches of the United States government that you people wish you never knew about. That's my opinion. Chadwell is somehow connected to this case. Whether he's an scapegoat, whether he did it all by himself, but I doubt it. I think there was many involved. Mikey, I think there was many of them. And they did the boot scoop boogie once the heat got put on them. They split from that area. They probably didn't leave Indiana, but they left that area. It's been all over the news. They've been busting this big ring that's been going on. Bunch of meth, drugs, prostitution, guns. It makes total sense. And that's probably what it was. We got Chadwell on tape talking about his gang and club. And if they found anybody that would hurt kids or do anything sick, like what happened at the Delphi incident, that him and his boys, club, gang, whatever he calls them, they'd kill him. But yet, we caught him red-handed with a 9-year-old girl in his basement chained up to a bed, naked, crying, and abused. And everybody bought that. Chadwell, you're an Instagram star. We feel sorry for you. I ain't buying it then, and I ain't buying it now, folks. So, these guys are still suspects until this case is over with. And I hate to say it, but a lot of them are on YouTube. Just as the police said in the beginning, they will be shocked once they find out that you were the cause of all this. You might not have been there, but it was your actions and the things that they did, possibly, that caused them 2 little girls of death. His family rolled out. Nope, they're suspects. They probably all knew each other. It is only through God, King of Kings, that this case will ever be solved. I'll tell you that much. But I think we solved it. I think we got some of them already in prison, and there's more on their way. And if I was the sheriff, I'd be saying, oh, we got some of them, boys, but we got more. Get the dogs ready, the torches, pitchforks, the drones, armed this time. The big boys, not the little tiny 1-foot circumference drones. No, our new technology drones. Get them ready. Anybody got any questions in chat? Bendejo, somebody find out if that's Mrs. Bendejo or Mr. Bendejo. Good God, what am I dealing with? Bendejo, how old are you? If you're a child, what time is it? You should, what is it, Thursday? Wednesday? You should be in bed right now sleeping. I had that happen before. Some kid got his dad's or his uncle's phone and was on it. How old are you? 13. Oh, good. He even said he was hungry. His uncle and aunt were sleeping. They were on his phone. This is unreal. Yeah. How old are these people? Don't they have an age regulation on YouTube? For one, it's a school night. 11:30 at night. Somebody find out how old Bendejo is and if he's a man or a woman. Or if he's both. I don't care. He's welcome here, but somebody do something. That's my opinion on the case. Believe me, we tracked these guys. We've been having trouble up here in my part of town. Excuse me. We've been having trouble up here for a while too. And it's true what the police and the authorities been saying the whole time. It's a big organization of them. Somewhere down the road, they're all connected. We already got 4 or 5 of these guys in prison. Start getting them to walk up and down keep an eye on them. Don't even say nothing. Just keep an eye on them through the cameras. Get their gait as they're coming out. Get their gait as they're walking down that thin alley of prison doors. You know, that gate, that little, get that, get that gate. We want gates of Chadwell, Keegan, Kirk, Kier, all them dudes. All these dudes that are suspects, we need gates. How did these guys get themselves wrapped up into this shit? I have no idea. How did Sean Harmon get wrapped up into it? I have no dang deal. Greeno, I have no. There's even reports of Bruiser, the Cruiser, Hoosier, or whatever his name is, was a suspect. I'm like, yeah. Then he's got enough balls to get on camera with the same kind of mask that they all been using when they're riding bikes, Harleys or whatever, or 4-wheelers or whatever. They wear them pull-up mask with a skull on it. It's just like, it's a mind game to them. Psychological. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. But the videos I've seen, the stuff I've heard, these guys were all suspects. Good God Almighty. We struck a vein. Someone get a hold of Parker from Gold Rush. Get all the equipment out here, Parker. We hit a vein. That's my opinion. The voice, number 2 guy, is Chadwell. The guy walking down the bridge from the gate that I could see might be Chadwell or might be, what's his name, Mike, or I forget his last name. Yeah, I think there was a couple of them involved in it, more than just one dude. And like I said, they had dogs. Yeah, there's a report that there was four-wheeler tracks out there. Very well could have been a motorcycle or a four-wheeler. We don't know. We're only getting little bits of the actual, what the police actually have, the proof they actually have. You know, we're talking, there's probably satellite photos of that day and a month after that day and a month or 2 months before that, satellite photos that they, I mean, when you really start getting into it, you make calls to these, big guy. We need some help out here. What's NASA got? Where was the Orion or whatever at this time? You got photos for us? I mean, really, that's how you, I'm sure they do. I'm sure if they had any kind of pool, they'd have satellite photos of that area for a month before the murders happened. Maybe that guy was out there planning it, scoping that area. Maybe there's actually satellite photo of Chadwell living under the bridge, which he's been known to live under many bridges. Homeless at that time. The times of them murders, he was homeless, supposedly. So was Sean Harmon, which he is a suspect, actually. People actually think he's a such suspect. And he, in my opinion, maybe. How did they get these? How did they get themselves into this? Well, drugs, sex, gangs, clubs, addictions, whatever, homeless, whatever it be. Now, once again, I'm not saying anything that these guys are anything. I'm just throwing my opinion out there, my theory. People are asking, well, why did they take Keegan Klein's dog? Well, probably because they found dog prints out there, plus DNA or possibly bite marks on Abby and Libby, meaning there had been a dog there. The people that are suspects, what's in common? Drugs, dogs, tattoos, probably, and affiliations with gangs, clubs, and most of all, these guys probably did jail time. And everybody knows the prisons are a family of its own with connections. So they probably all knew each other. And that's what they have in connection. Violent crimes, assaults, sexual assaults numerous times probably. So any questions, anything? That's what I'm going with, Chadwell. But I think there's someone else involved. And I'm hunting for that voice. I got to hear that. I got to hear the beginning of that tape and the rest of that tape, and that will open up more. Is it possible there is a couple people on that tape? I think so. Maybe, I don't know. I got to hear it. It sounds to me like it's It ain't making sense because the first voice is all staticky, cracking, popping. The second voice is clearer. Now, how does that second voice, because there's a lot of people out there with theories that are saying, well, that's when she put her phone in her pocket. Well, that's the first voice. The first voice on that is staticky, cracking, popping. How is that in her pocket? And then the other voice is it clears up. It goes away. It clears up and you can hear it a lot better. So that ain't making sense to me. The only thing I can think of is she put her phone in her pocket at first. The guy spoke. That's why it was all crackly, whatever, popping, hissing, like the wind was blowing. But then somehow she felt scared or something and took her phone out. She knew it might have been, it was still recording, and took her phone out of her pocket to walk or whatever. But that ain't adding up. Why? Because the killer would have known she had a phone. He would have took it. And that was a clue in the back of my head. Did the guy take the phone right away after he killed them? Took the phone, got out of there. That would make sense why the phone was pinging off of the towers. Somehow he went ahead and edited some of the photo or video or something, possible, or tried to get it off of there, but couldn't figure out how to get it off of the phone. That's possible. We don't even know if the girls were killed there. Some stuff is making sense that maybe they were taken from there. That's why the phone in the middle of the night was pinging off certain towers. Possible. Very possible. The reason they didn't find the girls out there that day was because the girls weren't there. And they were brought back. Possible. And I'm not keeping that off of the table at all. I'm not. Not until they show me photos of a groomy or gory crime scene, like the police said. Well, we're not going to release that because it was just too gory, horrifying, or whatever. If there ain't gory, horrifying all over that place, from what some of these videos said, that the girls were carved up and all kinds of stuff or whatever, there'd be blood all over. If there ain't blood all over in them crime scene photos on the ground, then the girls weren't killed there and they were deposited there. And the phone, well, the killer had the phone the whole time, and possibly the girls. Drove around town, did what he did, deposited the girls before sunbreak. Probably drove by to make sure there was nobody, the police weren't there. Possibly. It's possible. Now, is that what happened? I don't know. It's a theory. It's a theory. Could have been Chadwell, was homeless, staying underneath bridges, walking down the bridge, drunk, possibly stoned, high, whatever, messed up on heroin or meth or whatever, and was there at the right time and did it himself. But I don't think so. I really don't. There's rumors that there was dolls, little kids' dolls scattered all over. Uh, Numerous dolls, they said. You know, what do I think the bulge in the guy's jacket is? Dolls. If it's true what they said and there was dolls that were around the body, then that's what's in his jacket is dolls. That means it was staged. He was there for a reason. You know, where did the dolls come from? You know, did the girls, when they went out there, they had their play dolls with them or whatever? I don't think so. So that means somebody left dolls there. Little kids' dolls. Okay? That would make sense what the bulge is in his jacket. It's a gun. It's a, no, not if it's true what they're saying and there was dolls there. It's probably dolls shoved in his jacket. How many were there? I don't know. I've seen videos. There was hundreds scattered all over the crime scene. Well, now we're dealing with a movie. This is a movie scene. It ain't a crime scene. It's some sicko acting out a movie. A setup, a diversion to throw us off of what really happened. No, like I'm saying, I think we got some of these boys in prison already, but we're looking for more. Yeah, I think the police know it too. I think they were thinking they were hoping it would be a open and shut case, but once they got the data back, I imagine they were like, holy crap. We got all these idiots communicating with these idiots. You know? No, all right, that's just my opinion. What do I think? No, I think they're all probably wrapped up into it, and the police would have never questioned them or took any of their phones or computers or anything unless there was a good reason to question them people. That's just my opinion. Now, are they guilty? No. No. Not until proven guilty. They're innocent till proven guilty. So when the police say the investigation's over with, and which I don't see it being anytime soon, because I imagine there's a bunch of them. Money. If they can make money off of a little kid's photo, they will. And these people say we don't live in ancient times no more. Oh, we do. This is the same thing they did back in Jesus's day. Somewhere on this earth from the time of man, somebody was a slave or even children. So if they can make $1 off of you, they will. Any questions? Anybody? Anybody? No? They're all suspects. They're all suspects until the case is over with. Even Anthony Shots, supposedly a cop now. Suspect. Until the case is closed. Until we get real guys in there to investigate it. Well, he's a cop, so no. When did he become a cop? Where did he live before all this? When did his computer or phone get hacked? You got to do all that. You got to check it all. Keegan Klein broke the case wide open with other cases. It's like I said with the other case. We're going to find that this case opens doors to. Do I think that Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito, is the only girl he killed? No. You don't wake up and kill a woman that you make love to in a blink of an eye. You don't do it. I'm sorry. He has killed before. That's my beliefs. Do I think maybe it was Brian Laundrie? Yeah. If we can put him somewhere other than his house, February 13th, 2017, he's a suspect. And how long did he own that van? And where did he get that white van from? Don Wells. Yeah. Where was he? February 13th, 2017. If we don't put him in Tennessee at his house, he's a suspect. And nobody did it but these guys, mentioning that they were all part of some kind of cartel, gang club, whatever. Yeah. It was the syndicate mafia. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no Italian. Because I can guarantee if Italian boss found out that they were going to slaughter 2 young girls, they probably would have killed the guys that even brought up or mentioned it to do something like that. And the Mexican cartel, they just, they kill the whole family. I'm just being honest. It would have been a bloodbath. They would have made sure people got the message not to mess with the cartel, which the proof is in their past. That's what they do. They just don't kill little girls. They would have killed the family. They have more, that's bad business. People wouldn't even go to them for anything if they thought the Mexican mafia, the mafia, was killing little tiny 13, 14-year-old girls. I bet you some of the mafia is going, he's right. That's bad. We sell drugs. We don't kill little tiny girls. So it don't make sense to me. I don't think it was either of them. I don't think it was the Jewish mob. Good God. Yeah, there we go. It's the Jewish mob. Some old Jewish guy out there with corned beef sandwich with au jus juice. Yeah. Jewish people talk. No, this was somebody maybe planned, maybe paid. Not real gangsters, not real OGs. Some wannabes, revenge killing or cover up of a sexual crime. But I think we got some of them. We got a good start. We got a good start. But there are many Keegan Kleins. There are many Chadwells. There's many Kurtz. There's many Kerrs. There's many all these guys that are suspects, supposedly. Now, do I know if that's true or not? I don't know. Am I trying to bring up their name to start trouble? No, I'm making my opinion on a YouTube crime channel case. I didn't say they were suspects. It was the authorities and other people that called in their names as suspects. Not me. So, do I have a beef with any of them? Nope. Not at all. Twigget, Midhitskus, whatever your name is, you're welcome here. Either you're a man or a woman or both. You're welcome here, but not with this robot stuff. I'm sorry, I have to remove you. Or I guess they're robot. Are you a dating site or something? Some kind of a robot channel or something? Or are you a real person? Type yes or no. If not, I gotta remove you. I don't want to, but from what all the other YouTubers are saying, this is some attack, robot attack for dating sites, shopping centers, and some other stuff, I guess. Vom.red. Vom.red. I don't know. Now we're dealing with a Zodiac killer coded. Any questions? All right, good question. How long have you been an idiot? Long time. Long time I've been an idiot. Does that answer your question? So we got to keep working the case. We need more information. And you know what? We got to let the police do their job. They have all the information, they have all the evidence. We don't. It's not like we can pull up Chadwell's phone record. It's not like we can pull up Keegan Klein's, uh, Kurt's, Kira's, or whatever his name is, Carr. All these guys, we're citizens. We can't do that. It takes authority. We rely on the police to come out and say, this is what we got. We got his phone records. Here's this guy's matching. This guy's calling this guy's calling this guy. And then we got this guy talking to this guy on a computer. This guy calling this guy. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, And what gets me is this ain't no baby crap. Well, he bought a doobie or he was buying a gram of pot or something. No, this is way more than that. This ain't somebody, oh, well, I was, whatever. It's nothing. It's not baby crap. Excuse me for burping. There's something more than, just cannabis. It had to be massive amounts of cannabis if this was all caused over that, not no doobie. I mean, we're talking massive amounts. If these murders were over drugs, we're talking probably a lot of drugs. A lot of money. Well, that's just my opinion. from the gate I seen of the footage of Chadwell walking in custody in jail, and the footage that I seen and heard of Bridge Guy and the very well might be Chadwell on the second voice. Now we don't know if that first voice is kind of weary. It sounds like Chadwell, but it's more deeper, more. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to find out. That's all I could say. And the only reason I noticed it is because I record music. I have a tape machine when I record, a plugin that simulates tape machine, meaning hiss, static, popping. So I don't know. You'd have to be very good to edit it, the video and the recording, for just a schmuck not to notice it. But somebody that's in the business would be able to tell, no, I think that's one piece of tape and it wasn't spliced, or that's one digital video and it might have been edited, maybe not, or the digital recording. It's possible it was edited, meaning somebody's voice was put on it or recorded, or somebody's voice was taken off of it. I don't know. A lot of questions to be asked, but I think we got a couple of the guys that have been causing some of the trouble. And I'm sure they went ahead and cut deals, you know. Of course, you people will never find out about it, but the government, if things start going a certain way, then they probably cut a deal, and that's why a lot of these people are getting picked up. Or their phones are getting taken or something like that. I've seen videos that Anthony Garino belongs to some biker gang. All right. Okay. If that's, if that's true or not, I don't know. But I think he said that he rides Harleys and he belongs. They're a club. No, I don't know. I don't know Anthony Garino, so I don't know if that's the truth or not. Bendejo wants to know: are you going to play the guitar with later with the disco lights? Is that what they are? I don't know what the thing is. Here's the truth, Bendejo. I was driving down US 20 out here to a lady's house, and everybody was slowing down, and they were moving off a little bit off the side of the road. And when I came up, I thought it was a snake, but it had a giant head on. I was like, what is that? Is that a snake or something? What are they? And so I went by real slow to look at it, and I thought it was a spotlight off a truck or a police car. Excuse me, I'm eating something. So I pulled over to the side of the road real fast, ran and grabbed it, got back to the car, and I was looking at it, I'm like, it's got a plug on it. And it had a glass front. So I'm like, maybe it's a work light or something. I had no idea. So I kept it and brought it home and took it all apart. And it was busted. So I super glued it back together. plugged it in and it worked. I don't know if it's a disco ball or not. I have no idea. I was hoping it was a spotlight. So that's my opinion on these cases. What are we going to do? I don't know. Are some of these people right? These people are getting attacked by spirits whenever they start talking about cases or certain things. Yes, I believe some of them are telling the truth. You know, whenever we get started on this case, something distracts them or something. I think that's true. What are we dealing with? I don't know. Could be bad people, witchery, sorcery, whatever. Who knows? Some people say the girls that it was a sacrifice killing, that there was stuff carved into their butt. I don't know. I didn't see the crime scene photos yet. If the police say this is what happened, they were carved up, whatever, God rest their souls. No disrespect to the family or anything. Good God. This is one of them cases that even the grandparents are suspects. So that's sad. But in any case like that, always the first thing is they check out the family. Yeah, I gotta get a green smoothie in me. It's been a couple days. A green smoothie. Kale, cranberry juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, and blueberries. Huh. Pendejo, my voice is in no shape for right down the line. Great song. Great song. But I've been smoking all day, drinking coffee and soda pop. I don't think my voice can do a Rafferty song. It'd be nice. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I want to get into Pro Tools and run it through come out of my interface down there into my workstation and then come out back into my other interface and see if I can get some of the stuff that I've been recording for many years, start cutting it up and start putting it all together, putting effects on it, compressors, and going through it. I never finish it. I plug my guitar into it, record everything, make a song, put a drum beat in, and I move on to another song. I never go back and actually edit it or cut it all up or anything. Yeah. Yeah, them Zoom recorders. Yeah. Yeah, them are all digital though, and you're obligated with them Bendejo. They're good to do certain stuff. But you're obligated to only be able to do so much. I think there is a way. Them Zoom recorders, which they are nice and they work great, and they also get video too. But I think there's a way you can take it and get the information off of it and then put it into your computer so you can do things with it. So yeah, Zoom makes some good stuff when it comes to recorders and stuff, and effects pedals and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty good. All right, I'm done because I got to go to the store and get some water. Well, to the gas station because I don't have no bottled water left, so I can't make a kale smoothie until I get water. And I need a kale smoothie. Either that or I need a small cup of tea with some honey in it. Let me check and see how much water I got. So I imagine they're going to be cracking down. And what did it for me was the videos out that these people been doing, that it could have been a sacrificial, some kind of a witch thing or some sorcery thing, killings. And I was like, I'm all in for that. I keep telling these people, don't talk to spirits, um, ghosts, or anything like that. But these people don't listen. I know what some people are saying. Well, it's not real. Maybe so, but they're using it for bad things. Some of them, you know. So if it was some kind of a sacrificial killing, because we don't know yet, because we haven't seen the crime scene photos. But if that's the case, well, then that would explain what we're dealing with. And the more these people talk to that thing or conjure it up, the more they bring attention to themselves. I don't know. But some of them have good intentions. Some of them, well, they might be trying to control this thing to conquer the world or kill people. We don't know. Nah, I don't know. You'll see it in a movie soon. There'll be a movie out soon about it. No, I got SIGs. I got SIGs. I'm out of water. Dang it. I'm going to have to get some water. Dang it. Ah, dang it. I guess I can make it with just pineapple orange juice. Interesting. It's 12:15. All right, so there you go. Oh, I got to take these bots off. I guess they're robots. Remove. Remove. Milfy Bid, whatever your name is, you're welcome to come here, but not as some kind of a robot or shopping center robot or dating site robot. You're allowed to come here as your normal self. All right, guys, I got to run to the gas station. I might be back later. I thought it was a lot later than what it is, but it's only 12:15. I got to get some water, have a nice cup of tea maybe, and some honey. I don't know. Once I went back to talking about certain people, all of a sudden it feels like I'm getting attacked by something. Coughing a lot. Well, that would be the demons. Yeah, coughing a lot and everything. Well, some say that's Satan attacking you. You're under a spiritual attack. Well, that might be. It's funny, though, how it's only with this case. The other cases, not so much. The Delphi? No, sure. Whatever your name is, you're allowed here, but not as yada yada voom dot engo. I'm sorry, but I got to remove you. All right, guys. I might be back later. Maybe not. You folks have a great day. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, all he is. There'll be a movie out soon. About all this stuff. Probably on Hallmark. Who knows? Lifetime or something. Witchery, sorcery, voodoo. Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll find out, though. Everyone be safe. Keep an eye on your kids, your families, and this country. Keep your eyes open. Because usually when America's at its worst times, well, these terrorists like to try and attack us. So be safe. Talk to you guys later. You know what I thought was funny? Some of these channels, we're looking for people that say guys all the time. Yeah. Do you know how many people say guys and girls? You know, that uses guys. That was like, I'm like, are you nuts? This guy likes to use guy a lot. Yeah, I was like, I'll take that off of the table. He might like to use the word guys, but who don't? We're gonna have to lock up the whole world. All right, talk to you people later. Be safe.